guys, it's Emily and I am coming to you from the future. This is March 25th, 2025. Basically, I've been working on this video for 3 months, the entire first quarter of the year. I filmed the intro to this in January, and so I am just here to tell you that this intro is not very good, which is great. It's simply just part of the process of getting better at something, and so I didn't want to cut it out or refilm it because the only thing that's wrong with it is that it's not up to like my standard now, and that's not bad. That's actually just like a really good sign of growth. So I wanted to keep it and just let you know that the intro is not amazing and you just have to get past it. You just have to get past it, and then the rest of the video just gets better. It goes from January to March, so the end is like way better than the beginning, okay? Just trust the process. Okay, cut to January me.
Hey guys, it's Emily, and today we are talking about my bingo card. Last year, January 2024, I wrote out a bingo card with a lot of goals that I wanted to accomplish throughout the year. One thing about me is I'm going to gamify anything, if that means that I can get it done. So last year I did not get a bingo. Don't worry about it, okay? A lot of those goals were very difficult, okay? Just didn't get around to it, it's fine. This year I made another bingo card to be accomplished throughout the year. And I also made a quarterly bingo card. And so this year I'm like, okay, I'm going to accomplish something. Let's try a quarterly card. As I accomplish these goals, I will make a little video out of it. So I'm gonna just read these off to you really fast and you're gonna keep up. In-person research on death or grief. This to me is like volunteering somewhere, but I guess it could be anything. Go to a dance class, be given something for free, read The Creative Act again, go to a flea market, run Woodland Hills. I used to live there, and that was when I was really into running, so I want to go to my old running route and do it again. Volunteer each month, do any goal with Sophia, text my friend Dan. We are going through a hard time. Go on a hike, find somewhere to live in April because I'm in a sublet right now for the next 2 months for February and March, and gotta live somewhere after that, so delete those apps off my phone. More on that later. Archive morning pages, get hired by someone from Craigslist. I think I might have done this already, so I'll like cross it off when I actually do it. Switch my storage unit to a cheaper unit. Hello. Make the 28 outfits video. By the time you're seeing this, it should be out, so hopefully I did. Make a collage, go to the gym, try on a wig, play Diner Dash. I have no idea how to play Flo's Diner Dash. Like, I have a Mac. We'll see if it's possible. Read a book about death. Go to the park and have a picnic, finish doing my taxes, and build a portfolio website. Don't forget we only need 4, technically, as little as 4, or maybe 5. Without further ado, let's get into it.
One of my goals this quarter was to go on a hike, so naturally, I'm at the Hollywood sign. I picked one of the easier Hollywood sign hikes because I haven't hiked in a while, and I figured I would just go for it. So look at her. Isn't she beautiful? It was shorter than I anticipated. Sometimes the way you think it's gonna work out isn't how it works out, but that's okay. A hike is a hike. So check that one off the list. So I texted Dan. Well, I FaceTimed him, and unfortunately it did not go great. We're gonna take a break from being in each other's lives on a daily basis and kind of just do our own thing for now. And I'm sure we'll come back together whenever we're supposed to. Check that one off the list. Hey, I'm here to tell you that I made a collage. I want to make a series of these for a sidewalk sale, and I guess this is the first one. Check that one off the list. We did it, Joe! We got hired from someone on Craigslist. Amazing. I just walked around the Glendale Galleria for like 4 hours, and then he gave me money, and I checked that one off the list. We're one day closer to a bingo because I read a book about death. This is the first book I've read in its entirety in so long. It is so hard for me to read. This is called In My Time of Dying by Sebastian Junger. The thing about this book is
The first half was so good. It was so good. I actually like wanted to spend my time reading. For the last third of this book to be so wildly difficult to read and so dense with information about physics was not where I thought this book was going. And it just like isn't for me. It wasn't for me. And I was just kind of bummed that that's how it ended. At the end of the day, I read a book about death, which was my goal. So check that one off the list. Went to the park today to picnic with Kristen, have a little chat. It was so nice to catch up with her. Check that one off the list. Just went to the flea and I learned that I never need to do that again. I don't think it's fun when 90% of the non-food vendors are closed. Like 90%? That's too high. This is a different conversation, but I just think the time for clothing resellers is coming to an end. Everything is too expensive. I think people should be paid for the work that they do, but at the same time, like, this shirt is only so valuable. It only has so much value. It's worth what someone will pay for it. So maybe I'm just not in the right place. That could be true as well. Doesn't matter. I don't need to do that ever again. Cross it off the list. I did my taxes. Doing taxes as a 1099er is actually the worst thing in the world, but I'm glad that it's over. Check that one off the list. Guys, I did it. This was so hard. This was so hard. This took like 2.5 full days. I archived my morning pages. I wanted to do this partially for like the archive of it all, but I also did this so I could have a list of things to talk about in a video. So by the time you see this, I will have already done a morning pages reflection video. So if you haven't seen that, go watch it. But before you go watch it, let's check that one off the list. Go to the gym with Sophia. We're doing it, folks. Sophia and I are going to the gym. I can't wait. I wanted to go to the gym for weeks. Thankfully, I'm going with Sophia. Check that one off the list. Hello, it's February 15th, which means we are halfway through the first quarter. I figured we could get together and talk about what's left and maybe make a couple edits. In-person research about death and grief. I've come to find out that hospice settings want their volunteers to come in regularly. I am not ready to make that time commitment. I think this will be me going to a grief group and like participating. Go to a dance class. No plans to do this yet. Be given something for free. We have yet to see. Read the Creative Act again. I'm like a quarter of the way through, so I'm working on it. Run Woodland Hills. So I really want to do this, but I'm scared because running. So if I go and end up running, great, but I'm gonna give myself permission to walk Woodland Hills. Volunteer each month. January is done, February is halfway over, so I should get on that soon. Find my April sublet. This is a little too far away still. We'll get there when we get there. Delete those apps off my phone. Okay, basically I don't want to like give myself access to apps where you like buy things off of, so like Amazon, Etsy. I don't know why it feels so hard to get rid of them because like I can use it on a desktop. It's not like permanently gone, but just like the convenience, the access to like spending money is something that I don't want, and I should just do it. Switch my storage to be a cheaper unit. I don't know if I have to do this anymore. Recently I got an email that said because of the fires, they were freezing rates, so my rate is not going up. So if that continues to be true, I might make this a free space or replace it with something else. Make the 28 outfits video. It's February 15th, so I'm halfway through that and we're going strong. Try on a wig. I don't want to spend a bunch of money to just try on a wig, so I need to actually do more research about like a store that I could go to, or I don't know, build a portfolio website. This is the bane of my existence and it will be a miracle if this is completed. And play Diner Dash. So I've spent probably an hour trying to figure out how to play this game. And it seems like you either need the physical game and a Nintendo DS, or you can buy the game, but you need a PC, but specifically you need an old PC. So this just doesn't seem like it's real. So I'm editing this to say, just play a computer game. And on that note, I have been playing Kitchen Crush, and it's so dumb and it's so fun, but the desktop version that I got is free. There's also no ads. It's free and there's no ads. That it might be the only game left where that's true. Check that one off the list.
Just went to a dance class in Atwater. It was a beginner contemporary class. We got to dance to Taylor Swift. I am more than happy with that. I would say it was truly beginner, which was refreshing. It's hard to find a truly beginner class. Check that one off the list. I completely forgot that I needed to record me saying that I was walking in Woodland Hills, so my bad. I went on a walk in Woodland Hills, and it was really nice out, and Allie went with me, and we had a good time, so check that one off the list. In-person research about death and or grief. I was scrolling our good friend Eventbrite and I found today's event. It's called Death Cafe. It's at Heavy Manners Library in Echo Park. Strangers show up and talk to each other about death. I'm interested to see who is there, who I'm gonna talk to, what they think about death and grief, and what I think about it, and hopefully learn something, and if I'm lucky, make a friend. Let's go back from Death Cafe. I think I went into this experience just wanting to learn, I think maybe more about hosting a grief circle. That is something that I want to do. Of course, it was great to listen to all the stories and the insights and the way that people honor their loved one and like the rituals that they do and what reminds them of their person. And I definitely took something away from the experience, which was the goal. Check that one off the list. Can you believe we don't have a bingo yet? I finished the 28 outfits video and I am so unbelievably tired, but it felt really good to do another challenge, even though a month of challenge was very hard. And whatever the next one is will not be every single day for a month. So I learned a lot and I accomplished exactly what I wanted to accomplish. Check that one off the list. Just showed up to this parking spot and it had over an hour of parking paid on it. So that is something that I'm getting for free. Check that one off the list for our second bingo. I'm at my storage unit and I am ready to do some deep cleaning. So my goal was to move storage units like within the same building, like just get a cheaper unit. However, instead of like that being my bingo square, I'll just try to like pare down as much as humanly possible while still keeping things like that are important to me and that I want to keep. And we'll see what happens on the other side of this. Okay, we are reorganized and I feel like it was a case of it's different, but is it better? I don't know, but I grabbed a tub of things that I want to try to sell on Facebook Marketplace. I have a handful of things that I'm going to throw away. I grabbed a couple things to like take home with me. So maybe even if it's just 1 or 2% better, it's still better. I'm gonna call this square like reorganize and pare down the storage unit. So check that one off the list. Much to my surprise, I did it. Do you ever get so tired? I built my new portfolio website. I built my new website and it's actually not a website at all, it's a link tree. I've known that I wanted this to be portfolio style, like here are all my projects since 2021 and like you can just scroll through it. And I absolutely could have done that on a website, but the thing about the websites is that they are $200 a year and I'm like, I don't really want to pay that if I don't have to. So genius me, I was like, what about Google Photos? Like, what's the deal with Google Photos? So long story short, I made a couple albums on Google Photos and that's pretty much my website. Then you get there through my link tree and my link tree is like decked out with what needs to be there too. So not gonna get too into that because I think I might make a video about my website and my link tree and my archive and blah, 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 because it was so difficult and I need people to see it. I need people to see it. So this was easily the most difficult square on my Q1 bingo card. It's actually on my 2025 bingo card as well. And I felt like giving myself like a 2-for-1 would help me accomplish it. And when I tell you that that logic was true, it really did actually help me like sit down and do it because it's just like, it was gonna be a very hard thing. It took hours to get all my photos and everything like in there. Check that one off the list for a third bingo this quarter. I'm on fire. I just woke up. Do you like my shirt? So I just finished reading The Creative Act, which is a square on my bingo card. However, I have an idea for a video and it requires me to
go back and read this again. I think I want to talk about like some of my favorite quotes in here and kind of just talk about this book a little bit more. And so that requires me to go back and read this and like actually underline and highlight and like make notes about it. So I'll come back when I've like read it again. That's when I'm gonna count it. All done again. Check that one off the list. Hello, I am here to tell you that I finally did it. I deleted those apps off my phone. I had already deleted Etsy, H&M, and like another clothing app, and I finally did the deed and I deleted Amazon. It's done and it's over with. I know it should not have taken me this long, but we're here now, okay? Check that one off the list. Hello, it's me from March 16th, and I just figured out my April living situation. I decided I'm gonna go to Arizona for the month of April for a few reasons, but one of them is just that I need to take a break from spending $1 billion a month on rent here in LA. Another reason is that my mom and I are going to Mexico, so I need to like be in Arizona so we can go from there to Mexico together. Very excited about all of this. In the process of trying to figure out where I was going to stay in April, I figured out where I'm going to stay for like half of May, so that is also a huge win. Check this one off the list. It's January 31st and I volunteered 10 times already this month, but I'm going to do it again for the bingo card. I'm about to go to a Grammys weekend party, I guess. This feels a little like free labor and less like volunteering, if you get what I mean by the difference between those two things. But it doesn't matter because we're gonna have so much fun. Let's go. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. I'm so glad I did it. It was an absolute master class in what not to do. How not to throw an event. I can't wait to think about this forever. Cut to February me. Hello, it's February 21st and I am volunteering for my once a month volunteer bingo square. And Sophia's here.
It's 7 a.m.
Coffee captains.
Coffee captains. Yeah. I was yawning.
Just got done volunteering at the Rio de LA Park. The work was very chill, which I appreciated. We were just trimming some dead branches and generally cleaning up the space. And there were so many volunteers today. Very cool. Check that one off the list. Guys, check it out. Sophia and I went to the wig store and we tried on a couple wigs. I wanted to try on one that was like a fashion color, one that was super close to being totally natural for me, and then one in between. And I got my wish. I tried on all three. It was a really silly experience. I'm really glad Sophia was there. Check that one off the list. That's it, guys. That was my quarter. Can you believe we got a blackout bingo? Can you believe it? I had so much fun making this video and I hope that you guys had fun watching it and like following along. I am getting ready to start working on quarter 2 bingo, and yes, there will be a quarter 3, quarter 4, and a 2025 bingo card. Hopefully you liked this. If you did, please leave a comment, maybe like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Thanks for being here and I'll see you in the next one.